Well, it's easily the most expensive divorce in history that's in the works. Jeff and Mackenzie Bezos, and by some accounts, she's about to become the richest woman in the world. There was no prenup. And Jim Mueller is a divorce attorney in Dallas. And you say that even at any income levels, we should think about a prenup.
A lot of times you need these for instances just for asset protection, or instances where sometimes accidents happen, such as a car wreck, and you're trying to protect what any family has built together as their community estate. You don't want it to all go away because of one unfortunate accident. And a lot of people will go and enter into prenuptial agreements that can prevent your entire community estate from being wiped out.
Would their situation have been any different if this was happening in Texas rather than in Washington State?
Believe it or not, it actually won't. Because of the fact that they're still community property states, you're going to have a division that's just and right. And in this case, given the massive size of the estate, you're looking at about a 50-50 division right down the middle as kind of your baseline of where to begin.
We've heard talk about a post-nup. Do those work? I mean, how does that happen? You suddenly become rich. Can you go back and close the barn door?
You certainly can do that. It's always a case-by-case basis of what leads them to my office wanting a post-nuptial agreement. But those do happen. And for a multitude of reasons, a lot of times then it's for asset protection, or it's because, one of the persons in the marriage is actually in maybe a riskier business. They might be in real estate development, or, from the 90s, imagine the people in the .com business. Very volatile types of businesses where you want to protect a certain portion of that nest egg.
And is it killing the romance, though, to, okay, I want to marry you, you've said yes, and now let's go see the lawyer and and talk about what you can have when I leave?
It certainly, in my opinion and in my personal life, my wife puts up with a lot. I couldn't imagine actually asking for a postnuptial agreement. But a lot of the times what they do is it's when a couple sees this as certainly a business decision that in the long run is in the best interest. But at the same time, if you keep in mind that even a prenuptial agreement or a postnuptial agreement, they have no effect whatsoever unless a divorce happens. And so what you're talking about is putting in place things that are just safeguards in the event of the worst case scenario. So as long as both parties are still committed to doing it, they can actually get together and figure out, hey, in the worst case scenario, I still want to be able to be civil. What do we do? And let's go ahead and put that in place so that if it ever happens, we can still work together.
Dallas attorney Jim Mueller on the KRLD Newsline. Well, when this winter season ends and the warm